Police launch criminal investigation into Bob Vylan and Kneecap Glastonbury sets. Avon and Somerset Police have launched a criminal investigation into two performances at the 2025 Glastonbury Festival, following controversial and politically charged remarks made on stage by punk rap duo Bob Vylan and Irish rap group Kneecap. The inquiry is focused on determining whether any criminal offenses, including potential hate crimes or incitement to violence, were committed during the sets. Bob Vylan's performance. Bob Vylan, known for their politically outspoken music, performed on the West Holt stage, one of Glastonbury's key venues, and their set was broadcast live by the BBC. During the performance, lead singer Bobby Vylan, real name Pascal Robinson Foster, made several incendiary comments, including chants of "Death to the IDF," referring to the Israel Defense Forces, and "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free," a phrase that has sparked political debate and is seen by some as a call for the dissolution of the Israeli state. Behind the duo, a large screen displayed slogans such as, "The United Nations have called it a genocide. The BBC calls it a conflict." The remarks and visual elements drew swift backlash from across the political spectrum. Prime Minister Keir Starmer publicly condemned the performance, calling the language used appalling hate speech. Shortly afterward, Bob Vylan's U.S. visas were revoked, preventing them from touring in America, and their representation at United Talent Agency was terminated. The BBC, which had initially aired the set live on its Glastonbury coverage, later issued a statement expressing regret, saying the performance included content that was utterly unacceptable and should not have been broadcast in its entirety. Kneecap's performance. Irish rap trio Kneecap, also known for their nationalist and anti-establishment lyrics, also came under scrutiny during their Glastonbury appearance. Although their performance was not broadcast live, reportedly due to editorial concerns, it featured politically charged rhetoric that included expressions of support for Palestine and criticism of the UK government. One member of Kneecap made a remark interpreted by some as inciting violence, saying they should start a riot outside a court where his bandmate was due to appear. He later clarified that the remark was metaphorical and meant to encourage public support. The group has faced previous controversies over their use of Irish Republican imagery and lyrics, and although they deny supporting any paramilitary or terrorist organizations, their messaging has drawn attention from authorities before. Police and official responses. Avon and Somerset Police confirmed that after reviewing footage and audio recordings of the performances, they had decided to open a formal criminal investigation. A senior detective has been assigned to lead the inquiry, which will examine whether any laws, including those concerning hate speech and incitement, were breached. The police requested that the public refrain from submitting further complaints, as the matter is already being thoroughly investigated. They emphasized their intention to handle the case impartially and in accordance with applicable legislation. Festival organizers issued their own statement distancing themselves from the performers' messages, stating they were appalled by the comments and emphasizing that Glastonbury promotes hope, unity, peace, and love. Broader fallout. The incident has sparked intense public debate about the limits of artistic expression and free speech, especially in the context of political and humanitarian crises like the Israel-Palestine conflict. Some have defended the artist's right to speak out, while others argue that the stage should not be used to amplify messages perceived as inciting hatred or violence. The controversy also raises questions about the BBC's role as a public broadcaster, particularly its responsibility in curating live content and responding to political sensitivities in real time. Calls have been made for the BBC to implement more stringent vetting procedures for live festival broadcasts.